Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Bomberman 94. We are in the middle of the final area, and oh boy. This is gonna be nasty, because we got a lot of enemies to deal with. And none of them are especially nice. We've already seen two of them already. We got the robots that move very fast and tend to follow you around pretty darn well. And we've seen the bird robots that also shoot missiles. Also, you do not want to run into that because those send you into a specific direction when you run into them. And you also don't want to run into those little yellow cone things on the brown cylinders, because every once in a while they shoot the steam to the side, either vertically or horizontally. It'll be either to the left and right or up and down. Never diagonally. I kept thinking it was diagonal for some reason as I was trying to avoid them, but thankfully that is not the case. So I should mention a few things. One, that crate with a skull on it is explosives, and those things explode when hit by an explosion, so you can do some chain reaction stuff with it perfectly. 2, if you lose all your lives at any point within this stage, you are trapped here. You have to get all your power-ups here. You have to get them all back here as you play through the stage. This is especially hard, especially when you're at the boss and you've lost your last life. Also, new enemy in this section, the blue boxing robots. These guys take 3 hits to defeat. And whenever they see a crate in their way, they're gonna punch it. And they're gonna break it. Yeah, just stand here for now. Okay, cool. Are you gonna go that way? You probably will. Okay. No! Yeah, I can't believe that thing nearly hit me right there. And that bird mech that shot the missile was from way outside. There it is again! There it is again. I'm gonna lay him down here. Also, you have 10 minutes to get through the entire stage. All the sections of it. Nope. And that just made it easier to trap you this way. There we go. There is the door. There is the thing. Did that even blow it up? No, it didn't. I gotta have it on screen. That's dumb. I wish they had thought about that. So enemies can hit me from off screen, but I hadn't hit them from off screen. That's unfair. Also, not a big fan of this little area here because it is really easy to get crowded. Very, very easy to get crowded here. So what I'm gonna do is keep laying down bombs like this, and hopefully I'll hit something. That was really, really dumb to do with the bird mech there. I should not have attempted that, but that was so worth the risk. Okay. And you know what? That's good enough. I want to be very careful with these narrow quarters. God, especially since that's there, that bird mech, as I like to call it. This can be frustrating. This can be very frustrating, and you are done. Get out. Now, I don't necessarily need to destroy all the enemies. I would like to for the points. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully. Yeah, you know what? 4 minutes. Let's just get on out of here. Okay. Let's open up some room here. And then we can do this. We'll have a way of defending ourselves as the enemies make their way into this corner. And I'm slowly tearing these guys down. I may lose a life due to a time over. Maybe. That's the chance I'm willing to take, though. And, yeah, I'm just trying to be very careful here. There we go. And you are apparently over here. Get out of there. And that was a big mistake on your part there, buddy. Woo! And that thing could have just run right towards me. That one bird mech there. I'm glad that didn't happen. Oh boy. Let's go over here. Let's go over here and get a free hit. Okay. Do it this way. Let's make sure nothing dumb happens. Now, interestingly, those flying mechs that have been hounding me the entire stage so far, those blue flying guys, they can't go through the explosive crates. Which is good, because I don't want them to. I also want to be careful near these brown cylinder things, because guess what? They can keep me from running away from my bombs in the nick of time. I know that's a big bummer right there, but they can. And let's lay that down there. And where are you gonna go? So be it. Lay all that down right there. And it's a good thing I didn't lay that down there, because, one, I was able to get that Rui, and two, he's trapped, which is something I wanted. Did that hit him in any way? I hope it did. Yeah, no, hard to say. Hard to say. But I believe that if I can get through this, one, I can have enough time to get through the next area. I'll have 5 minutes when I go into the next room. And two, there we go, less than 20 to spare. I will take that. And now it's time for the first of 3 bosses. We finally meet Bagular, and he creates these things. I want to watch where these things go. They will either shoot their lasers diagonally, or they will shoot them vertically and horizontally. I can't believe I set myself up for that. And you want to destroy all those things 3 times. Okay, so far so good. The second part is this mech thing that he spawns right out of that door in the back. Teleports into it, and then he's in there. Where's it gonna go? I want to hit him from the side. And I want to avoid that flame breath, which I never saw, strangely. Ooh. And I want to avoid those, too. He did not do either of those attacks in the practice run. Ah, his head touched me. That's why I died. Don't tell me I have to do all this again. I have to do all this again. This is terrible. No, 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 no. No! Ah! I can't tell where that's going! Game! Maybe it's better if I don't. No, it's better if I don't. And just stay on the move accordingly. Whoa! And you don't want to go too fast. That way you don't put yourself in a bad position. Okay, let's try this again, and hopefully not mess this up too badly. Ah! Why? I don't like this at all. If there's one thing I'm not a big fan of, it's final bosses in Bomberman games. Because they can just chew you up and spit you out. It's a good thing I got that third hit in. Now let's try not to mess this up horribly. Again. This is my last life. I don't know if I come back here. I'm just... wow. You think I'd have learned my lesson after Saturn Bomberman, but at least I got good with that one. I couldn't get out of the way in time. Why did I put myself in this position? Let's see what happens. No. No! And I have to get everything back. This is not fun. Why did the developers think this was fun? It's not fun! I can't go back to other areas? Give me a break! Now I have to get everything all over again. You have to start all the way back at the first area. This is why I'm glad that games got reasonably easier later on. Because I don't think stuff like this would fly today. I don't think it would fly these days at all. And there's a Rui. That's not the one that I want. I want a green one. Come on. Oh, come on. At this point, I'm just beyond irritated. At least I have 2 bombs and plenty of range, but come on. At least that can't be hit from that direction. So that's a thing. At least I have a Rui. That gives me an extra hit that I wouldn't have had otherwise. That'll make it at least a little bit easier. Ugh. And this guy just kept following me. Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and take the ability to walk through bombs. Why not? And I'll do this too. That way he can't escape and he can't give me a hard time. And that will get rid of the bird mech. At last. Okay. Get out of there. Also, I should mention that the bird mech's missiles can't hit the explosive barrels either. Or the explosive crates either. Which is good, because I wouldn't want them to. And after this blows up, I'm just gonna go up here. Hopefully I can do this without messing up horribly. And you went right into the power-up that I wanted, but you know what? That's alright. That is okay. I'm pretty sure I can still do this with the amount of bombs that I have. Of course, there's always room for one more. And he just sealed his fate. Now, hopefully, I can keep my Rui. And also keep this extra life that I just got. Okay. Not angry anymore now. I thought it'd be really bad, and I thought it'd be like a really bad case of Gradius syndrome, but thankfully that is not the case. Not with this. Now, I got 2 more beacons left. I need to be careful. And I need to take that with me. Let's make sure we keep that. And you keep going in this direction for some reason. And you walk right into it. Okay. One more thing to go. I don't know if I'll find any more power-ups. I'm not sure if I'd like to find any more power-ups. I'll go ahead and take that, I guess. But I need to get a move on. Okay. No, 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 no. I'm gonna lose the Rui! Come on! This is why I don't like the later levels. The level layout, it allows for way too easy crowding. I just want to survive. I just want to be able to move around. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is when you're playing a Bomberman game, apparently. Stuff like what happened earlier is why I'm not exactly the biggest fan of the level layout in this game near the end. Because it's way too easy to get crowded. And it's just way too easy to get touched by an enemy and get killed. I wish I had another... what was it? Another Rui that I could pick up. That would be kind of cool. That did not get rid of it. Oh, great. And it's still gonna be there somewhere. So not only do I have one of those things... Come on. Not only do I have one of those things, but... I also have a bird mech. That's just showing up right then and there. Well, at least that'll take care of that. Get out of there. There we go. I have the feeling that thing... Yep, I knew it was going to happen right then and there. 3... Well, at least I have more time, because the time comes back when you take a death, which is good. And here's my favorite part, because I don't feel trapped at the beginning of this one. This part isn't as awful as the other sections. And there's a heart, which I will definitely want. Of course... That ended up being a thing, but you know what? I'll do this. And yeah, this corner, very good one to fight in case you get trapped. No. There we go. I'm surprised they didn't just turn around and I'm surprised it didn't turn the corner and just get me. But hey, I've got plenty of these things showing up now, so... There we go. I got plenty of points off that, too. I may be able to get another extra life by the time this is over. Get out of there. Yes. And you are coming this way. Good. Okay, just do that on the off chance that he decides to come down here. Thought maybe I'd be able to get a free hit that way. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna go over there. And you are history, chump. Okay. This part can be stressful. This part can be very, very stressful. I need to know what I'm doing here. What am I up against? Well, I'm up against that. We can work with this. I didn't want that. Oh, I had the heart. Well, I could have saved that for the boss. Ugh. Oh, maybe I'll... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to strike it lucky and get another Rui. Please. We know that's not going to happen. There may be some more crates. Are there any more? Nope, this is as good as I'm gonna go. Well, let's do this. Oh, wait, there's one more section. Ugh. Okay. I mean, I laid that down on the off chance that that thing was going to get me, but thankfully that didn't happen. And you ended up being over there. Why are... I was about to say, why are enemies just trying to corner me. They're just coming out of the woodwork there. No, 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 no. And the game just traps me through RNG. They can go through there, but I can't. Yeah, not a big fan of the... Not a big fan of the hazards in this part of the stage. And yeah, this is a better place to hide, I think. Far better place to hide. Ugh, come on. I can't even place things at intersections anymore. There we go. And that took care of him. Any case... Yeah, that might hit him one more time. Okay. Gonna go ahead and get these boxes. See what happens. Okay, you show back up. Alright. And you... Well, that was a dumb risk to take, but I took it and it worked. Oh, hey, no more enemies. Cool. I'll go ahead and go for some more power-ups. I don't think... Hey! It's the blue one. Green would have been nice. Green would have been very, very nice. Stinks that I can't get it. And yeah, that's the only one left. There's a bomb. I hope I don't mess this up. This is gonna be bad if I do. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of far away from him. That works. Okay. Ow! Oh, come on! Of course I would lose the Rui so easily. Yeah, I need to remember not to go too fast. Like that. I'm really not liking this. Okay. There we go. He's only got one now. There we go. Now to not horribly mess this up. Which may be easier said than done. Or more easily done than said. You never know with this game. And if I go quiet, it's because I'm concentrating like anything. There we go. Ah! If I had... This is my last life again. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do any of this again. As long as I can get away from this guy and keep a good distance away. There we go. Now let's try this again. Alright, so far so good. This is doable. I managed to do this through dumb luck in the practice run. Now let's get out of here. Yeah, let's get out of here too. You know what? It was good to err on the side of caution there. No. Ooh. You know what? I don't know why I'm doing this by anything higher than... Yeah. That's the lowest I should be putting one of these things. 2, 3, 4. He always does the lasers like that. Now let's move away from the thing. There we go. Now this part, if I play my cards right, should be easier. A little bit. Maybe. If my cautiousness works in my favor. There is a third form of this. And I want to make sure I launch at least 3 bombs. I want to be careful where these bombs go. Oh no! 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 Are you kidding me? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now, for the first part, you obviously know what you need to do here. You need to destroy all 4 of these things that shoot the lasers without getting hit yourself. Bagular cannot move into the corners, but the laser shooters can. Thankfully, you can defend yourself in case you do get cornered a little bit. Now, for the second part, I had the same thing going on as always. I just need to remember to leave the bombs only in the center of the room, because the head is the weak spot, and that's the only place where we're going to be able to hit them. The lasers always shoot out straight, then outwards diagonally, then straight again, and then inwards diagonally. Bagular moves their arms away before shooting straight again, and then move them towards each other for a Degeneration X style laser. I guess you could call it that. At the start of the battle, you always want to make it all the way to the top of the screen. You want to make it to the north wall of the room. That way, none of the attacks will hit you, and the only thing you'll really have to worry about is the laser. The dragon mech will always move back and forth. Sometimes it will double back after an attack. And if you don't think you're going to be able to make it, just make it to where you need to lay a bomb or something. Just stay all the way north, and you should be able to stay safe. After enough hits, you'll get to the third part of the battle, and this is where it got tricky. After several attempts, I found out that there is a trick to this. You have to be in front of Bagular's face at all times. When you're in front of him and he can see you, he'll kick a bomb at you. If the bomb hits you, it just knocks you back. It doesn't stun you or kill you or anything. When the bomb hits you and knocks you back, you want to get away from the bomb at once. This ensures that Bagular gets hit, but you do not. I absolutely facepalmed when I found this out. I was actually surprised that this was how you're supposed to beat him the entire time. Also, it doesn't matter if you are riding on a Louie or not. If the bomb hits you, it will always knock you back quite a bit. All you have to worry about is just getting away from the bomb, so that way you don't get hit. And of course, when Bagular floats into the sky, or rather in the air, and throws the 4 bombs, they'll always land in random locations. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to figure out where they're going to land and just get away accordingly. After about 5 hits worth of doing this, you finally blow up the final area. Bagular walks to the center of the room and then collapses, and you've finally beaten Bomberman 64, but Bomberman 94. 64 wouldn't be for another 3 or 4 years. Planet Bomber is saved. All of the other Bombermen are happy. The comet is destroyed. We get out of there. Down goes Bagular, and there you go. If you are somehow riding a Rui when you beat Bagular's 3rd form, Bomberman tries to take the Louie with him. The Louie refuses, knowing full well that he cannot fit in the spaceship, which also shows up, and he kicks Bomberman into the spaceship, which then takes off. And the Louie sacrifices himself, which is kind of sad, but also kind of brave as well. So, in case that happens, well, you know what happens. You get a nice little special animation. And that is it for Bomberman 94 for the TurboGrafx 16/PC engine. This was a nice little game. The graphics are pretty good. You can tell what everything is. Everything looks beautiful and bright and cheerful. So does the music and sound effects. Matter of fact, you get a nice little medley of all the stage themes here in the credits. Play control, I never really had a problem with it. The only real problem I had with the game was its difficulty, because it does get pretty bad near the end. The Area 3 boss, the 3rd level boss, the crab boss, you have to figure out what to do with it. And when you don't know what to do, it's really frustrating. Thankfully, the rest of the normal bosses are easier. The final boss also had that thing you had to figure out. Like, the bosses are okay, are understandable, but at least they're doable. The level layouts near the end, though, where I'm completely surrounded by enemies, those could have used a little work. Because I was getting crowded way too much, way too often, near the end of the game. Especially in Yuki Yuki Land, when I was at the last part of the last stage. But other than that, this game is pretty good. Definitely worth having for the TurboGrafx 64/PC engine, and also the Bomberman library as well, should you have one of those. That's it, really. It's a good game, but it's really hard, especially... I wouldn't say it's really hard, but it's pretty hard near the end. I mean, I had my problems with Saturn Bomberman, but at least those were doable, and when it came time to do the long play for that, I didn't have that much of a problem. Don't know how the long play, if I decide to do it, will be like, but I think I already have a good idea. But anyway, that is it for Let's Play Bomberman 94. Okay game, kinda hard near the end, but at least it's not a terrible game. Definitely worth picking up. And hopefully I will be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between, who knows. But until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and see you guys later!